Far beyond the reaches of the known galaxy, the dark void stretched endlessly, dotted with tiny stars. Alien warships patrolled the edges of a remote star system, their engines humming with precision. Hundreds of galactic soldiers moved across the decks, their sharp eyes scanning the vast emptiness. "Status report," barked Commander Vaynar, a tall alien with armored plates glinting under the dim lights. "Nothing unusual, just the usual traffic, Commander," replied a young scout, adjusting the holographic screens in front of him. But then a warning beep cut through the quiet hum. A new blip appeared on the radar, small and fast-moving, approaching the system. "Identify it," Vaynar demanded. The scout's antenna twitched nervously. "Sir, unknown ships. Human design. They are entering our territory." The room went silent. Aliens whispered to each other. "Humans? They are weak, just traitors," one muttered. Another scoffed. "They can't even fight. Why would they come here?" Vaynar's gaze sharpened. "Send a reconnaissance fleet. I want to know everything about them." Within minutes, sleek alien scouts launched from the mother ship, gliding silently through the void. Their sensors scanned the approaching human vessels. What they found confused them. The ships had no visible weapons, no aggressive signals, no military formation. Yet the energy readings were strange, almost unnatural. "They are moving differently," a scout reported, his voice trembling. "No weapons, but energy readings are high. Very high." "Impossible," another officer said, shaking his head. "Humans are weak. They cannot have such power. There must be a mistake." The scouts continued to follow the humans, noting how they glided smoothly through asteroid fields, avoiding debris and radiation bursts effortlessly. The humans moved calmly, almost leisurely, as if the dangers of space were nothing to them. Back on the command bridge, Vaynar studied the data. His instincts told him something was wrong. "One human ship is approaching the inner planet," a sensor officer announced. "Energy spikes detected near the surface, and they're calm." Vaynar narrowed his eyes. "Too calm. Something is not right," he muttered. Meanwhile, aboard the human ships, the crew moved efficiently but quietly. They made no announcements, no displays of power, yet every movement was precise. They scanned the planet below and adjusted their positions with careful calculation. On the alien scouts, the tension grew. "Commander, they are slowing down. They seem to be observing something on the planet's surface," said a junior officer. Vaynar leaned forward, his mandibles tightening. "Prepare the defense grid. If they try anything, we will be ready." But as the humans descended, nothing aggressive happened. The soldiers of the Galactic fleet watched in disbelief as the humans activated a shield around a small alien village on the planet below. A sudden meteor storm rained down on the settlement, but the shield held firm, protecting the aliens inside. The room erupted in murmurs. "How? Humans cannot have such technology," one officer exclaimed. "They didn't fire a single shot, and yet they saved an entire village," another added, disbelief heavy in his tone. Vaynar's voice was low, almost a growl. "I said they were weak, but now I am not sure. I need more information. Send the scouts closer. Observe. Do not engage." The scouts moved closer, careful not to be seen. They watched the humans work. One alien soldier, trapped under rubble after a minor quake, struggled in vain. A human crew member approached. Instead of fighting, they lifted the debris with ease, saving the alien. The soldiers on the scouts could only stare. They saved one of us," whispered a scout. "And they did it without any attack. No threat. Nothing." Vaynar's mandibles clicked nervously. "They are stronger than we believed. They are unpredictable." As the human ships departed, the alien fleet remained on high alert. No one dared move without orders. The humans vanished into the blackness of space, leaving the aliens to wonder at their power. In the council chambers of the Galactic fleet, reports came in. Every officer, from the lowest scout to the highest general, spoke of the same thing. Humans were not weak. They were calm, intelligent, merciful, and yet powerful beyond comprehension. Commander Vaynar stared at the star-filled screens. "We feared them, but now I think we should fear something more. We do not understand humans. We do not know what they are capable of. And this is only the beginning." Somewhere far away, the humans charted a new course, unaware of the whispers and the fear they left behind. The Galactic soldiers, once confident in their superiority, could only prepare for the unknown, for the war that had begun in silence. Ending hook for next part. And deep in the heart of the galaxy, a young alien officer whispered to himself, "The humans are coming, and we are not ready. The humans did not linger long on the planet. Their ships rose silently from the surface, leaving behind a village that was safe, untouched, and alive. Far above, galactic soldiers tracked them closely, unable to understand their calm efficiency. On the observation deck of the alien mothership, Lieutenant Kale tapped at his console nervously. "Commander, the humans are unusual. Their energy readings are stable, but their movement, it is deliberate. Calculated." Commander Vaynar did not respond immediately. His eyes followed the faint glimmer of the human ships against the star-strewn sky. "Calculated?" he asked slowly, his voice tight. "Explain." "They are helping the aliens below, sir. No weapons, no attacks. Yet they shielded the village from the meteor storm. And now, they are scanning surrounding sectors. Not for targets. For resources, maybe?" Vaynar's antenna twitched. "They have no fear. And no aggression. Are they testing us?" "Impossible," Kale whispered. "Humans are supposed to be weak, traitors, diplomats. They should be easy prey. Yet every move they make suggests intelligence beyond expectation." Meanwhile, on the human ships, crews were busy coordinating quietly. One team activated sensors to study the nearby asteroid belt, while another projected holographic maps of alien fleets, charting the safest paths. There was no urgency, no panic, only precision. Back on the mothership, galactic soldiers watched through long-range scanners. "Commander, one of the humans is assisting a wounded alien scout," Kale said, disbelief in his tone. "He's lifting debris with what looks like pure strength." The bridge went silent. Soldiers exchanged worried glances. "This cannot be," muttered a veteran officer. "Humans are not supposed to have strength like that. They are fragile, yet they can perform feats no one else can." Vaynar stood, his posture rigid. "Bring all scouts closer. I want full observation. But remember, no engagement. Do not underestimate them." As scouts maneuvered nearer, the humans' actions became clearer. They moved among wreckage and obstacles with ease, repairing damaged structures and helping injured aliens. There were no celebrations, no weapons fired, yet each movement carried authority and calm control. One alien soldier, still recovering from the meteor storm, muttered, "They are merciful. They fight without fighting. It makes no sense." "Mercy?" another officer said, disbelief heavy in his voice. "In war, mercy is weakness. Yet they are efficient. Too efficient." Kale leaned forward, staring at the sensors. "Commander, observe this." On the screen, a human ship suddenly emitted a low-energy pulse. A massive boulder, blocking a canyon below, shattered into smaller pieces, clearing a path for alien refugees. No sound, no warning, just action. Vaynar's mandibles clicked nervously. They are powerful, but subtle. Quiet strength. Strategic. As the hours passed, the aliens' confusion deepened. Every human move was a puzzle. They saved lives, avoided unnecessary destruction, and yet demonstrated abilities far beyond what any galactic soldier had expected. Kale's antenna twitched with unease. "Sir, they are not here to fight, but if they wanted to, we could not stop them. They adapt. They think faster than any alien fleet I have seen." Vaynar turned to his officers, his tone low and grave. "Prepare for every possibility. They may not attack today, but the next time we encounter them, we must assume they are ready. We do not understand humans, and that is dangerous." Below, on the planet's surface, humans gathered supplies and tended to injured aliens. Their leader looked at the sky, sensing the watchers above. Calm and silent, they made a note of the patrol routes, the fleet formations, and the alien defenses, all without aggression, all without detection. Back on the mothership, the Galactic Council debated in whispers. "We laughed at humans, called them weak," one officer said. "Yet every report contradicts our beliefs. They are unstoppable if provoked." Vaynar's gaze hardened. "Unseen strength," he muttered. "They hide it behind calmness, mercy, and intelligence. This is no ordinary species. And soon the galaxy will see why we feared them." The human ships moved on, leaving behind an unsettled fleet of aliens, still watching, still questioning. Something had changed. The soldiers who once laughed at humans now whispered in fear. They had seen a glimpse of the unseen strength humanity possessed, and they knew that this was only the beginning. As the observation deck lights dimmed, Kale muttered under his breath, "We cannot predict them, we cannot prepare for them, and yet, they come again." Ending hook for Part 3. Somewhere in the dark expanse, the humans paused near a neutral asteroid station. Their next move would leave the galactic soldiers stunned, and the true test of humanity's strength was about to begin. The humans stopped at a neutral planet, a barren world of gray rocks and faint, flickering storms. The galactic soldiers' scanners picked them up instantly. Officers in the observation room whispered nervously. "Why are they landing here?" one alien scout asked. "Perhaps they are weak," said another, trying to sound confident. "Maybe they are just collecting resources, or surveying." Commander Vaynar did not answer. He had learned caution was necessary. His eyes never left the screens as the human ships descended. Calmly, silently they touched the rocky surface. Not a single alarm sounded from the humans. No weapons deployed. Not even shields, just smooth, precise movement. "Deploy the ground patrols," Vaynar ordered, his voice low but firm. "We will observe, but stay ready. Do not engage unless provoked." The alien patrols moved out, their boots crunching on the gray rock. From a distance they watched the humans work. The humans were building small structures, scanning the environment, and even helping injured alien scavengers stranded from previous expeditions. "Commander," a young lieutenant whispered, "they are helping aliens, not attacking. No aggression at all." Vaynar's antenna twitched. "Do they know we are watching?" "I don't know, sir," the scout replied. "They seem aware, calm, prepared, as if they expect us to observe them." Suddenly an accident occurred. One of the alien patrols triggered a minor rockslide. A large boulder pinned one of the soldiers. The patrol froze, unsure what to do. A human approached. Calmly. Methodically. With ease, the human lifted the enormous rock and freed the soldier. The alien stared in shock. No weapons, no show of force, just simple, precise strength. "They are helping us?" whispered one patrol member. "How? Why?" "They are not here to fight, yet they show power we cannot match," Kale muttered, his voice trembling. "They are too calm, too controlled. I do not understand them." The humans did not stop there. One of their small teams noticed a damaged alien drone. Instead of ignoring it, they repaired it using tools that seemed almost alien in their simplicity. Within minutes, the drone was functioning again, buzzing softly as it lifted off. "This is impossible," another officer said. "They are merciful but also capable. Too capable." Vaynar paced the observation deck, antennae twitching nervously. "Prepare the fleet. They may not be hostile, yet. But we cannot ignore their abilities. They are unpredictable. And unpredictable species are dangerous." One of the alien scouts spoke up, his voice almost a whisper. "Sir, they are aware of our movements. They are scanning our patrols, our formations, but they do not attack. It's terrifying." Vaynar nodded slowly. "They do not need weapons to be deadly. Every move they make is strategy. Every calm action is a lesson. Record everything. Study their methods." As night fell on the barren planet, the humans gathered briefly near a small outcrop. Their leader, tall and composed, glanced up at the sky. The alien patrols watched from hidden positions, their fear growing with every silent second. "They are human," one officer muttered to his comrade. "And they are unlike anything we have faced." The humans departed as quietly as they had arrived. No alarms, no attacks, no signals. Just a calm retreat into the darkness of space. Yet their presence had left a mark on the alien soldiers. Confusion, unease, fear. In the council chamber aboard the alien mothership, Vaynar addressed his officers. "We underestimated them before," he said, voice grim. "We laughed at humans, called them fragile. But what we have seen today proves we were wrong. They are calm, precise, merciful, and dangerous beyond imagination." Kale leaned toward Vaynar. "Sir, they could destroy us if they wanted. And yet they choose not to. Why?" Vaynar's eyes narrowed. "Because they are humans. They see value in mercy, in intelligence, in strategy. That is their strength, and that is why we feared them too late." The galactic fleet was left shaken. Every report told the same story. Humans were not just survivors, not just peaceful traders. They were a species with unseen strength, intelligence, and courage. The final words in the observation room hung heavily in the air. "We may have encountered humans, but we do not yet understand them. And when we do, it may be too late." Ending hook for Part 4. Far beyond the planet, the humans charted a new course toward the heart of the galaxy. Galactic soldiers watched, unable to anticipate their next move. The first true test of humanity's strength was approaching, and no one knew what would happen next. The humans had left the neutral planet, but the galactic soldiers could not forget what they had seen. Calm, precise, merciful, Powerful. Every officer aboard the mothership whispered the same words, "They are not what we expected." Commander Vaynar paced the observation deck, his armored plates clinking softly. "They are approaching an abandoned asteroid station," he said. "We need to test them, understand what we are dealing with. Prepare the scouts. Monitor every move." Lieutenant Kale's antennae twitched nervously. "Sir, if they sense a trap they could destroy us." Vaynar's eyes narrowed. "That's exactly why we must watch. And be ready." The abandoned station hung silently among a field of sharp asteroids. Once a trading post, it was now a maze of rusted corridors, broken docks, and collapsed tunnels. The humans landed at the entrance, calm as always, their ships barely making a sound as they touched down. The Galactic patrols moved closer, hiding among the shadows. This would be the first real test of human strength. Inside the station, the humans began exploring, carefully avoiding unstable floors and dangerous machinery. Alien scouts observed from above, expecting a slow, cautious species. Instead, the humans adapted instantly. They jumped over gaps, used the environment to their advantage, and moved with precision that stunned even the most experienced alien soldiers. They are faster than expected," whispered one scout. "And smarter, they see the danger before it happens." Suddenly, a trap triggered. A section of the corridor collapsed, blocking the humans' path. The aliens smirked, expecting panic. But the humans calmly assessed the situation. Using tools and their own strength, they removed debris, created a new path, and continued forward almost effortlessly. Kale's antennae twitched uncontrollably. "Sir, they are learning, adapting, faster than any species I've ever seen. Every obstacle is overcome before it even threatens them." Vaynar growled, a low sound of frustration and awe. "This is no ordinary species. No ordinary species would survive this station. Yet they do it with grace and precision." As they explored further, they encountered a series of alien patrol squads positioned to test their reaction. The humans didn't fight aggressively. Instead, they used strategy, exploiting the environment to disable the patrols without direct confrontation. One squad got tangled in collapsed machinery, which the humans carefully manipulated to immobilize them. Another squad tried to flank, but the humans anticipated it, using shadows and angles to confuse their attackers. The alien scouts gasped at every move. They are not fighting like normal species. They think faster. They adapt. They anticipate. They survive without unnecessary violence. Even Commander Vaynar felt unease rising in his chest. He had prepared traps, patrols, and even high-energy barriers, but the humans had already neutralized every threat without showing anger, fear, or aggression. Kale whispered, almost afraid to speak, "Sir, they could have destroyed us, every patrol, every squad. But they chose not to. They are merciful and terrifying at the same time." Hours passed, and the humans completed their exploration of the station. Every obstacle, every threat, every challenge had been met and overcome, without a single display of anger or hostility. Finally, the humans paused at the central hub of the station. One of them activated a small device, repairing old systems, stabilizing the structure, and ensuring the station could function again. They left the place stronger than they found it, yet without any signs of pride or attention. Back on the mothership, the alien officers were pale with shock. "We trained the station to test their limits, to challenge them," one muttered. "And they passed every test, without even trying to fight." Vaynar's voice was low, almost a growl. "We feared humans before, but now we see the truth. Their strength is not in weapons, not in aggression, but in intelligence, adaptability, and willpower. And that is what makes them dangerous." Kale's antennae twitched with unease. "Sir, if this is just a small test, what will happen when they face a real war? We cannot predict them, we cannot stop them. They are beyond our understanding." Vaynar stared into the darkness of space. "Prepare the fleet," he said finally. "We must anticipate their next move. We must be ready." But the humans, they are unlike anything the galaxy has ever seen. The humans departed silently, their ships gliding effortlessly through the asteroid field. The galactic soldiers remained behind, shaken, confused, and fearful. They had witnessed humanity's unseen strength, a combination of mercy, intelligence, and raw adaptability. And they knew that the true test of humanity was still ahead. Ending hook for Part 5. Far beyond the station, reports came in from other sectors. Humans were moving again, and everywhere they went, the whispers spread, "They are not weak, they are something more. Something we do not understand." The humans moved silently through the galaxy, leaving no trace but awe and confusion. Every alien fleet that tracked them was left questioning what they had seen. Reports came flooding into the Galactic Council. Humans were appearing in multiple systems, aiding colonies and resolving conflicts, but never with aggression. Commander Vaynar sat in the council chamber, reviewing the incoming data. Every report told the same story: humans were calm, intelligent, and merciful, but powerful in ways no one could fully understand. "They are everywhere," whispered Kale, leaning toward him. "Colonies we thought lost, humans have saved them. They leave nothing behind but improved systems, stabilized infrastructure, and hope." Vaynar's antenna twitched with unease. "And yet they have not attacked a single fleet. No warships destroyed, no planets conquered. They act as if war is only a test, a lesson for those who underestimate them." Across the galaxy, the humans arrived at a contested system. Two alien factions were on the brink of battle, each preparing weapons, shields, and fleets. The humans landed on the central planet, small figures moving calmly through debris, dust, and alarms. The alien commanders watched in disbelief as the humans approached. Instead of threatening either side, they extended aid, repairing damaged ships, rescuing wounded soldiers, and stabilizing life support systems. Both factions paused, stunned. One officer whispered, "They could destroy us all, yet they choose to help." Another alien commander, older and wise, muttered, "They are merciful. They are intelligent. But we cannot measure their strength. Every act hides a hidden power." The humans spoke, not with weapons but with clarity. Their words were simple yet commanding. They proposed a solution, a compromise that allowed both alien factions to survive, save face, and avoid unnecessary destruction. Slowly, reluctantly, the factions agreed. The humans had ended a potential war, without firing a single shot. Back on the observation decks, galactic soldiers were stunned. "How can one species change outcomes like this?" Gil asked. Vaynar did not answer immediately. He had seen human strength firsthand, their intelligence, their adaptability, but now their morality and mercy added another layer. "It's not just strength or strategy," he finally said. "It's everything combined. They think, they act, and they care, all at the same time. That is what makes them dangerous." The humans continued their journey, moving from system to system. Wherever there was conflict, disaster, or danger, humans were there, always calm, always prepared, and always precise. The Galactic Council began to take notice. Whispers filled the chambers. "They are not weak. They are a species to fear. They fight without fighting, and win every time." Vaynar addressed his officers. "We laughed at humans once. We called them fragile. But today, we see the truth. They are unmatched in strategy, unmatched in courage, and unmatched in will. If we ever face them in open conflict, we will not survive." Kale shivered. "Sir, they could have destroyed every fleet that opposed them. Every colony. Yet they chose not to. Why?" Vaynar's eyes narrowed. "Because they are human. And their strength lies not in destruction, but in choice. They fight when they must, but they save when they can. That combination, that is what makes them truly dangerous." Across the galaxy, reports continued. Colonies once abandoned were now thriving. Alien soldiers were talking in hushed tones, terrified and amazed. "The humans are coming," they whispered. "And when they come, no one can predict what will happen." The humans moved onward, leaving trails of stabilization, peace, and silent strength. And somewhere deep in the Galactic Council, an alien officer whispered to a comrade, voice low and filled with fear. "They are more than soldiers, more than traitors. They are the beginning of something we cannot fight, and we are not ready." Ending hook for Part 6. In the shadows of a distant system, humans gathered near a massive fleet, preparing for their next mission. The galactic soldiers watched helplessly, realizing the true scale of human power was yet to be revealed. The final confrontation, or perhaps the ultimate revelation, was about to begin. The galaxy was silent, but the whispers of humans' deeds spread like fire. Every system they passed, every colony they aided, every alien they saved carried the same message. Humans were not weak, humans were not ordinary, humans were extraordinary. Commander Vaynar stood on the observation deck of his flagship, staring at the distant points of light that marked the human fleet. The ships moved in formation, silent and precise, their energy readings calm but powerful. Every officer aboard felt the tension. Some were terrified, others bewildered. No one doubted the truth anymore. The humans had unseen strength. "They are not just soldiers, not just travelers," Kale whispered beside him. They are something more. Something we cannot predict. Vayner didn't respond. His mandibles clicked quietly as he watched the fleet move. They had seen humans act in moments of crisis, in moments of peace, and now in preparation for something greater. And every move revealed the same truth. Humans combined intelligence, courage, strategy, and mercy in a way no other species could. Far below, on the surface of a neutral planet, alien colonists whispered among themselves. The humans, they saved our village, repaired our ships, and left us stronger than before, one said. How can a species so small have so much power? The humans themselves moved quietly among the colonies. They did not boast, they did not demand respect. Yet every action, every gesture carried authority. They healed, repaired, and guided, showing aliens a way to live and survive, without conquest, without fear, without cruelty. Back on the flagship, Vayner's voice was low and grave. We have underestimated them for too long. We mocked their weakness, we called them fragile, and yet they are stronger than any of us. They fight when they must, but they build when they can. That is their true power. Kale leaned closer, voice trembling. Sir, if they can do all this without engaging in war, what will they do when they finally strike? How do we prepare for a species that wins without fighting? Vaynar's gaze hardened. We cannot prepare. We can only watch and learn. Their strength is not just physical or technological. It is in their mind, in their choices, in their unity. That is the unseen force we feared. Meanwhile, the human fleet continued its journey. Each ship moved like a single organism, coordinated and silent. Scouts recorded alien defenses, but no one fired a shot. Humans studied, observed, and prepared. They left systems stronger than they found them, yet every alien who witnessed it could not help but feel unease. Rumors spread throughout the galaxy. The humans are coming. And when they arrive, everything will change. Vayner watched as the humans disappeared into the dark reaches of space. They are gone, for now, he said quietly. But they will return. And when they do, we will not be ready. Kale shivered, antennae trembling. Sir, what if they come not to save but to decide? To judge? We will not survive that. Vaynar's voice was grim. Perhaps. Or perhaps, they will show the galaxy a new way. A way we cannot understand yet. But one thing is certain, humans are not to be underestimated. And the legacy of what we have seen today will haunt the galaxy forever. On a distant, quiet planet, young aliens whispered stories of humans, tales of strength, mercy, and intelligence that defied comprehension. Across colonies, fleets, and stations, every system remembered the humans' deeds. They were not conquerors, yet they commanded respect. They were not warriors, yet they inspired fear. They were humans, unseen, unpredictable, and unstoppable. And in the shadows of the galaxy, the humans gathered once more. Their next mission awaited, but it was not for glory, not for conquest, not even for recognition. It was for the balance of the galaxy. And every alien, soldier, and observer who had witnessed their journey knew one thing. The era of humans had begun. Final hook/ending. The galactic soldiers watched silently as the fleet disappeared into the stars. Whispers turned into legends. The humans are coming. The galaxy has been warned, but no one truly knows what they will do next.